If
Shadow
Shadow Clone,
clones?
if
That'd be
Shadow
crazy.
Clone Jutsu is that bad, I don't think Juro would be much of a threat. I
Probably
think we can
getting one
relax on
shot
that
by his
guy.
own Shadow clone is crazy. That's a different level of an L, man.
Okay. Well, you know what? Here, let's see. Let's back this up. So, Troy, who is this? Who is this?
Oodie, please do the second part. Do the second
we
one
will.
too after this,
We will.
okay?
Yeah, but Troy, who is this?
Who is that?
Who is it?
Two Renegons. So Madara?
Okay.
He's the only person with like two Renegons who looks angry.
You know, it's interesting that you say that. Really? Okay, so Kamui, why is it interesting that he says that? Why do I like the fact that he says that?
I mean, Madara kind of looks like Sasuke, so I mean, I don't see the problem here.
So by the way, so this is Hidari.
Yeah, I mean, they do kind of look like. Does Hidari ever show both eyes?
No, it's an edit. Oodie took one half of him from a panel, mirrored it, flipped it, and then like.
Yeah,
well, it's less of an edit and more of a continuation of the art itself. Edit would be implying that because you did it wrong. Something.
You did because of the nose. The nose is what really gets me personally.
Okay, if I had to say someone and I didn't know who it was, I would say it's Pain.
The fact that I know,
Pain was the most
there's only, I know that there's only one person who I think looks Uchiha like with two Renegons. That's why it led me to be Madara. I just didn't think of Sasuke because he has one Renegon. I never like he has two.
I'm just saying, if I was Sarada and this walked up to me, I'd be like, "Who on the earth are you?"
I don't. My problem though
Hidari's hood is just connected to his head too. So
yeah, but the thing is, like, Sarada has information. Like Boruto. See, I wouldn't have included that scene of Boruto telling her about Sasuke being absorbed in the tree and having her thinking about that fact when she hears Sasuke's in the village and wondering what's going on, and then noticing Chidori and then being like, "Huh, who are you?"
I mean,
I should have had the Boruto intel part.
I mean, yeah, I think what saves it though is she has just little enough information for us to put, reasonable doubt that she could have connected these, because everyone else who connected the dots did have like way more and better information. So I think
personally don't think Code had better information. I feel like if anything, Sarada has better information than Code.
You don't think Boruto really stressing that? They're gonna be out of your control. You need to take me there now. I need to handle this problem now, and him making it urgent would mean that Code is like, okay, well, he's trying to stop something big, something crazy that I don't know about. He of course sees bug trapped in a tree and see the bug shinjutsu. You don't think that's way more than Sarada, or at least better?
Well, Sarada wasn't Sarada. I don't know if she was still in earshot. No, she left Boruto. I was gonna say, wasn't she kind of there?
She was looking at that guy in the tree. It was like this. She was basically analyzing the person in the tree, and she came to the conclusion that he was still alive and stuff. Yeah. So the only thing that she knows is once you become encased in a tree, you're still alive.
Yeah, I mean, yes,
you're technically not dead.
But I feel like Sarada should have been able to put pieces together. And Boruto tells him, "Hey, Sasuke is absorbed by the Ten Tails. Oh, apparently Sasuke's in the village. Oh, we don't see actual Sasuke, but we're seeing this guy who looks like Sasuke and has Sasuke's jutsu." I feel like she should have been able to put the pieces together.
Who on earth are you?
Yeah, I can see both ways.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think a better thing if it came across as denial. That would be different, but at least I don't think it comes across that way.
So, Troy, let me put to you this way, just to put it in perspective. Let's swap the characters here. Let's have this be Kid Obito in Sarada's position. I don't care how, I don't care why, it just is Kid Obito. And the Shinju is Rin. Kid Obito is noticing, I don't care what Rin looks like. I can't imagine a scenario where Kid Obito was like,
if
Rin
had a hood and Rin is attacking you with a jutsu, right? You wouldn't think, oh, Rin is randomly evil with Renegon and another arm, right? Like let's say Rin lost an arm or some shit.
Imagine if Kakashi told Obito a story about how Rin was absorbed by the Ten Tails, and then heard that Rin's chakra was in the village, and then
no.
The Rin person used the jutsu only Rin has.
Boruto didn't say she was absorbed by Ten. Boruto just said he was in a tree. So all we know is she's in the tree, but
no, that's
it just takes way more leaps.
Boruto tells Sarada that Sasuke was absorbed by the Ten Tails, is what he says.
Oh, I thought he said the clone he's trapped in a tree. Does he just say absorbed by the Ten Tails?
No, he says Master was absorbed by the Ten Tails, is what he said. And then he refers to how the divine trees are evolving differently and blah blah blah. And then Sarada thinks about Boruto's words as she's running to where Hidari is.
Wait, it might have been at the end of chapter 5. I think he tells her in chapter 5, doesn't he?
Chapter 6 is when he tells her.
Oh.
Chapter 6.
Evolution.
And then I believe in chapter
8 she says, you mean, hold up,
she thinks about.
She questions absorbed and says, you mean he's been turned into a tree? Then he says, yeah. So she makes the clarification right there.
Yeah, she already put 2 and 2 together.
She knows that by being turned into a tree, he's been absorbed by the Ten Tails. She's connecting
the absorbed part. No, the absorbed part is her saying by absorbed, does he just mean turned into a tree? Because absorbed in another way, he would be dead. So it's just what wording he used, but what wording he used just means turned into a tree. He doesn't mean like literally absorbed.
Boruto also clarifies, though, the fundamental purpose of Ten Tails has always been to devour chakra of any kind instinctually.
Yeah.
So
the only people who know that like the God tree gets all information, because it takes all the information of the planet and puts it in a tree or whatever. The Otsutsuki's, Boruto, and Naruto. So Boruto knows when like the divine tree has a fruit, that's all the genetic information and shit on Earth. All Sarada thinks is it just takes the chakra. So it would take way more leaps in logic to assume not only Sasuke is back, that he's evil, that he has a Rinnegan, that he has a second arm, and a design change in order to, in comparison to just, oh, who is this? Because in actuality, it just can't be Sasuke. So there's no reason to say it is Sasuke. It just can't be. Him being trapped in a tree while also being in the village with another arm randomly and trying to kill his daughter with the Rinnegan back, it can't be Sasuke. So if she would have said it was Sasuke, that would have been kind of stupid.
My problem with this is the image I just posted in chat.
Let me see.
It's in chat now. It's a chapter 8 scan.
The chakra, put it up on stream and zoom in. Chakra's master Sasuke. Yeah, she says, what's going on? Who is it that's come to Konoha? Yeah, so the reason why she asks who is it is because, like I said, while the chakra matches Sasuke, it is impossible for it to actually be him, right? Which is actually the conclusion that you should reach. Because knowing what Boruto just told her, it can't be Sasuke. So what's happening? It's either the chakra signature is wrong, or we don't know who it is that has Sasuke's chakra, and it's just number 2. We don't know who it is that has Sasuke's chakra. So this is actually the correct deduction.
Definitely can get that interpretation, but I also think it could easily be like Master was absorbed by Ten Tails. So the answer of who this is probably the Ten Tails. Who else would it be?
Well, no, because it's not the Ten Tails, though.
I mean,
well,
it kind of is.
It is. These people are stressed. No. These people are stressed to be completely new beings who are trying to discover themselves. The only person who is theorized to be the actual Ten Tails itself, because at the end of the Ten Tails can't be 4 people. They're birthed from the Ten Tails, but they are not the Ten Tails. The only person who is theorized to be the Ten Tails is Jura, right? Because of course it can only be one of them.
So I don't think that's true. I think all 4 of their physical bodies is the Ten Tails, because the claw grimes are the Ten Tails, just like split off from the Ten Tails. They're not like separate from the Ten Tails.
Okay, the physical bodies being made up of the Ten Tails or birthed from it doesn't make it the Ten Tails. That just means it's an offspring of the Ten Tails. Just like all of the claw grimes aren't Ten Tails. Or let's say
I think it's the same thing
Sorry.
as the
Well,
Ten
let's
Tails
see.
minions from the War Arc. Those just are the Ten Tails.
Yeah, but the Ten Tails minions are not the Ten Tails. They're
I
offspring.
disagree.
Just
No, I
like the
don't think they're
Shinju are
offspring.
offspring.
No.
Well, no, they just by definition, the Ten Tails can't be 4 people. It can't be. It's only one. Just like when you split the Ten Tails into the 9 Biju, the 9 Tails isn't the Ten Tails, nor is the ghetto statue the Ten Tails, nor is the 8 Tails the Ten Tails. They're offspring of it. They're all made up of the Ten Tails. That is just true. By definition, they come from it. The ghetto statue is the husk, and all of the Biju come from that. And they all combine back into making the Ten Tails. But we don't call them the Ten Tails. You know why? Because they aren't. They're completely different beings. This is the same for the claw grind.
What Hogwarts
So I
did was
agree with
creation of
what
all
you're
things.
saying.
It's creating a new
No, but
body,
even-
whereas Code's not creating anything new. He's just splitting up the Ten Tails
What-
itself. And-
No,
No,
even then, I know exactly what he's saying, and I will pose one slight counterpoint, but I agree with what he's saying here. The main thing, though, is it's not that it is the Ten Tails. It's just like I feel like Sarada should be able to put 2 and 2 together to say it's probably something that came from the Ten Tails. But the other thing is, Jura
she never
refers
says-
to them. Jura refers to them as a single entity in Chapter 5, known as the Divine Tree. So he does say they are one
Wait, what
entity.
do you? In what context are you talking about? I think I know what statement you're talking about. I don't. Could you go to chapter
So-
4? But what?
In Chapter 5, he's talking about their different emotions, but he says that they are all one entity, known
So,
as the Ten Tails.
personally,
which
I
doesn't
don't
make
care.
sense.
Yeah,
whether, like
that's in
Matsuri,
reference to them coming from it.
Matsuri could be
Wait,
like the Ten Tails'
one more
right
point.
elbow. Jura could be the Ten Tails' left knee. They're all parts of the same being. Is where they
Yeah, but being part of something doesn't make you. It doesn't make you literally the Ten Tails. Even if it was his right knee or right leg, that would disagree with it being the Ten Tails, because the Ten Tails in essence is the brain or
All of
soul.
it, but
Yeah, or all of it. But hold up, to kind of get on back on that other point, right? I don't think Sarada ever. All she asks is, "What is this?" She never says, "Well, this isn't the Ten Tails." Like, there's levels to what is something. She's clearly not asking. Oh, well, she's clearly not saying by saying, "What is this?" that, oh, it's not a Ten Tails, or it's not a humanoid figure, or it's not a person with a Renegon. She's just trying to see what exactly it is, which, she can't know. She wouldn't just say, "Oh, it's a Ten Tails. Let me get through that," because that doesn't answer the question of why it's using Chidori, why is it registered under my father's chakra when he's in the tree. None of those suffice in answering that question. Saying it is the Ten Tails doesn't suffice in answering that either. She needs an answer that will answer all of those questions, which she can only figure out, right, by knowing truly what Hidari is, not that it just is a offspring of the Ten Tails or just the Ten Tails. That just wouldn't answer what actually she's thinking about.
So my problem with this is the fact that it took 2 chapters for Sarada to actually arrive after hearing Sasuke's in the village, and now she spent 2 chapters confronting him. 4 chapters pondering what he is without actually doing anything about it. Konohamaru, of all people, was the one that's like, "What's your relationship with Sasuke Uchiha?" And Sarada looks surprised even at that as well.
Yeah, you can't expect her to act as fast as Konohamaru has no relationship with Sasuke. Sasuke showing up does nothing to his emotions or stops his thinking. Sasuke trying to attack his daughter, she's not going to be like, "Okay, let me push everything to the side, clear my head, one goal." That's impossible to do, especially for a kid her age. And her running around the village for a couple chapters, not only does it just get confirmed that she didn't know exactly where they were and only knew the direction once the Ten Tails bomb hits, because they had to change course. So she was running around trying to find them the whole time. If you go to the chapter that he uses the Ten Tails bomb, it gets confirmed in that chapter. But yeah, she didn't know where she was going, not a clear mind, and 4 chapters isn't even a time frame. These characters, or at least the faster characters, are, even if you don't think Naruto's light speed or whatever, they're moving at above lightning speeds. 4 chapters and all of this thinking and pondering is happening in mere seconds. 4 chapters is just for us. That's never like a time frame. I mean,
So,
as a big example, Dragon Ball Z, pretty sure 3+ hours of pure fighting minus the dialogue was 5 minutes with Goku versus Frieza. So yeah, manga just don't work in the way of like 4 chapters is a long amount
the
of time.
lightning speed argument doesn't work because the reactionary speed has to be able to keep up with that. So like Shikamaru can play chess at light speed, and he can have the thought process of a light speed player to play at like a normal speed from his perspective.
That doesn't. If you have light speed reactions and movements, you're not playing at human speed. That completely disagrees with the pre-established notion already.
No, what I'm saying is that
if he's playing at lightning speed and reacting at lightning speed, you said what?
He's able to like formulate thoughts to think that fast to make the correct move.
No, he's able to move that fast.
Well, I'm using chess in particular because that's a very intellectual game where he has to know what move he wants to make before he makes it.
Yeah, none of that disagrees with him moving that quick. Yeah, he has to do that. Just because like we can't do that doesn't mean he can't. If he has to move at lightning speed, can do it, he's gonna do it.
I get that. My point is to say Sarada's moving at lightning speed, but she's able to think at lightning speed as well. So she has a couple seconds, which drives to like a few hours to her comparatively to think.
What does? Okay, no. She's running at lightning speed, right?
Yeah.
She's thinking at lightning speed. It takes 4 something chapters. What did you say? 4 or 2 chapters?
4.
I think it takes 2.
2 chapters to get there.
Yeah. Okay, it takes 2 chapters to get there. What about anything in that disagrees with them thinking and moving at lightning speed?
Wait, what? No, I'm not disagreeing.
No, you said the argument didn't work. How?
No, because his point is the comparative. So I'll try to phrase it slightly different to see if it helps. So while she might only have, let's just say, 5 seconds to think about it, because she can think at lightning speeds or whatever speed that's really fast, 5 seconds for her is like 5 hours for us. It just proportionate. So no matter how fast she's moving, because she can think at that speed anyway, it's kind of just the same.
Are y'all trying to? Yeah, are y'all trying to say due to that she should have came to the conclusion?
In my opinion, it's less about this. This is a separate argument, so I was kind of waiting if Oodie wants to finish his thing.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. I was asking Oodie, like, is your argument that because she can do all of this and compared to us, it would like take a way longer time for us, and she has more time, like in the end goal, or at least can gather more thoughts in a smaller amount of time frame? Do you think because of that she should have came to the conclusion faster?
So what is the conclusion in this case? I don't think she should come to the conclusion that this is Hidari necessarily. It could be one process in her mind, but she should come to the battlefield more prepared than what she is, especially considering they're showing us panels of her thinking this already. So she already has this in her mind. Who is it that's come to Konoha? So when she gets there, she doesn't have to continue wondering as if it's for the first time, who is it that's come to Konoha?
No, that's not how humans or little girls think. We're not robots. You don't think something once and say, well, I thought this now. Let me move and do the most, insane thing and be just the most prepared for any fight. No, that doesn't make sense. She has to find her way to the battlefield. So she's already having her judgment clouded by not only emotions, not only confusion, but the fact that she doesn't know where to go and Himawari is probably about to die. That gets confirmed in the chapter where Jura shoots the Biju bomb. We see that her and Sumire sees the smoke and they actually know where to go then. And then the next chapter, like they walk through the smoke, become clear. And when she's actually confronted with Hidari, the person who has Sasuke's chakra signature, kind of vaguely looks like him, she's still kind of in a state of shock, right? And before she can even think or process anything, he instantly teleports and uses Chidori, to which she has to drop everything, activate her Sharingan, and react and attack. So on top of confusion, emotions, and not knowing where to go, she has to fight.
But this is almost exactly my point.
That just...
The fact that she's able to do that shows she's prepared,
I'm about to get to you.
So like...
No, because you again think humans are prepared in the sense that they're robots. That has never worked in a single tough situation. No one has never acted on 100% accuracy in a single high stress situation. That goes against completely what a human is. It just genuinely. If she was to do that, that would be so out of character. It would seem like she's just the perfect combatant, which not even Naruto or Boruto is. Boruto literally got nervous in chapter 4. So if she's better than battle trained Boruto, that's just kind of ridiculous.
Kamui thoughts?
Given how she's been, I wouldn't say pampered, but not fighting or training as hard as Boruto.
She is also trained as a shinobi, so she should have the shinobi mindset, which would differ from the human mindset. They do have a different society, and that operates under different standards.
No, it's not mindset with what's in play here. It's being a human. Like, she can have whatever mindset she have. Humans have stress and emotions. It happened to Boruto. He has a greater mindset than her, and if you go to chapter 4, he almost panicked. Even though he should know everything, even though he should know that when something's coming your way, you don't just rush into there and throw away your whole life and possibly the planet just because you want to get it done quicker. Koji even questions this. If you go to chapter 4, he even questions this. So just having a mindset doesn't go against fucking physiology.
But if anything,
Like, that's not even...
that example almost makes my point, though. In Boruto's emotions, he made the wrong move. Not only did Sarada stop instead of making the wrong move, but then she followed it up by making the right move despite her emotional shock.
The move isn't what's in question. The move isn't what's in question. It's her not coming to a conclusion and her not already acting on information she has. Yeah, she reacted to the attack, but we're not talking about the attack. We're talking about why didn't she already come with this information and be better prepared? If I was questioning the attack, yeah, you would have a point, but we're not. That was just no point to be made.
The movement would correlate to the mindset, though, which is exactly what happened in the Boruto instance, which is why that example matters.
It wasn't correlated to the mindset. The movement has nothing to do with finding out who Hidari is. Does somehow responding with the Chidori and dodging the Chidori answer the question of why is the chakra matching? Why is my dad attacking me? No, it doesn't answer any one of those questions. So it deadass has nothing to do.
Because Boruto wasn't attacking Hidari for those same instances. Boruto's attacking Hidari because he thinks it's Sasuke. Sarada thinks Sasuke's in the village. So that's not why she's just going to be attacking any intruder right now. I'm trying to figure out who it is.
Boruto was attacking Hidari is because Hidari and all the Shinju, they're going to try to destroy the planet. Even if it was Sasuke, it's not like killing them would somehow free Sasuke, even if that's a theory. Boruto's attacking. Well, first he counters the Chidori because Hidari was trying to kill him, and if he doesn't kill the Shinju, they're going to destroy the planet. So Sarada's not responding and attacking because they're going to destroy the planet. That's not at all the reason.
Well, hang on, but then
that was just a defense thing.
Then we go back to the shinobi mindset. We look at Konohamaru. What business do you have here? Oh, what business? What do you mean? You're an intruder. That's like common sense. So this is Sarada's enemy. It doesn't matter who it is. That's an enemy of Konoha.
Sasuke doesn't. I mean, not Sasuke. Sarada's not. She doesn't want to answer. That's not her first priority. Konohamaru isn't the daughter of Sasuke. Most of the village, I don't know if you like, even in part 1, even random shinobi, they not only don't respect Sasuke, they don't like him. They don't have to ask, oh, why is he doing this? Is he in a tree? Why does the chakra match? Konohamaru doesn't know that Sasuke is in a tree. He doesn't have to ask, why does the chakra match? Konohamaru doesn't know what Sasuke has been doing. Sarada does. Sarada has other questions to be answered. And we've already know that Sarada kind of just disagrees with how the shinobi system is right now, especially with the fact that Kawaki is the one basically running the village in the background. There would be no reason for her to even ask the question Konohamaru did. That would just be completely out of character and go against like what Boruto told her in chapter, 6? Yeah, Konohamaru, again, 2 different scenarios, 2 different questions, 2 different reasons. His is just disanalogous.
Okay, well, if they are operating under a different mindset, Konohamaru and Sarada, why are they acting in a same way physically?
they didn't act in the same way physically.
Neither of them attacked Hidari until they themselves were trying to be attacked.
Yeah. What?
Just like a
What
shinobi.
does that have to do with it?
Unlike Boruto, who attacked
I mean-
Hidari without being attacked himself.
No, but Boruto was literally in danger. He literally had already confirmed that they were hostile. The first thing Bug did after they stared at each other was attack him. What was Hidari doing? Getting stared at by Boruto. What's the logical conclusion? He's about to attack. Like, if you go to chapter 4, Bug literally just attacks right off the bat after sitting there for a little bit. So Boruto had already confirmed that they are enemies and they are doing that. That was confirmed within the chapter.
Okay.
Already.
I'm just saying, Sarada's coming here expecting to find her father, which is very confusing for her. And this isn't her father, which is also confusing. So it would make sense that she would ask Hidari, well, what are you? And try and get to the bottom of to see Hidari's intentions, see Hidari's relation to Sasuke. Is it Sasuke? Is it not Sasuke? Because again, she's expecting her father. So she would try to get to the bottom of what Hidari
I don't think she's not expecting her father. She's expecting something other than her father, which is why she questions, the Chakras match Sasuke Uchiha, what's going on? Who is it that's come to Konoha? See, she's not expecting Sasuke because she expects Sasuke. It wouldn't be, who is it that's come to Konoha? That wouldn't be a question. She's expecting something, a complete anomaly. Sasuke is the one person that is X'd out and it cannot be him. If it was Sasuke, that would be such an impossibility or such, it would be so unlikely that it would make sense. Hence why she X'd out that being Sasuke. Sasuke, she knows it's not him.
Okay,
She
what about
knows it.
what about the
Boruto's
fact
told her-
that they're covered in claw marks? Sarada should know what that is.
Sarada should know. Have you seen Sasuke's? I mean, have you seen Hidari's outfit? It has claw marks on him, but it just looks like clothing. Like pull up Hidari real quick. It looks nothing like what someone would believe to be Code's ability. Only reason we believe that is because we're from an outside view and we already know everything that it is. Yeah, you see how those look. Pull up a claw mark. No one's first thing without having outside knowledge of the manga and being like basically an omniscient reader who knows everything. Who would even think that? These are on the ground, right? Or not on the ground. Even the one on Code's head and shit. Like, you see the one on his head? I doubt anyone would think that's anything other than aesthetic, given how he just throws out different shit. And when he finally uses it in chapter 66 or the 67, when he whips Damon out of it, it's kind of a surprise. That's why Kawaki shrunk the claw mark and didn't think to do anything to the one on his head. Because he's like, okay, this is probably just part of his clothing. Damon pops up out that shit and blasts Kawaki away. If Kawaki truly thought that was a threat, he would have shrunk that claw mark on his head just like he did all of them. But he just doesn't. That's just extra evidence that people just wouldn't be thinking like that. That's a thing you kind of have to disconnect the reader POV from like the in-character POV for like things that we would think is a smart decision. We can't really say that they would follow it. Because in the scene right before he pushes out Damon's head, go to chapter 67 real quick, or 66 on Boruto.
67 is when that happens.
67? Go to chapter 67. Unless we think Kawaki forgot the very second, it just wouldn't make sense to go to it.
Where am I going to?
Keep going. Quick. Hold on. Go up. You're scrolling fast as hell.
Trying to save time.
Let me see. Go up. It's when he places down the claw mark. Oh, there you go. Look. Places down claw marks. Right? And Kawaki, hold up. Down a little more. He's about to shrink them.
Oh, this is where he
shrinks them right there. Right? Yeah, he shrinks them right there. And he can see the claw mark hanging down on Code's face. So he knows.
I was gonna say, to be fair, he does have his hair and hood covering most of it. So it doesn't, I mean, you could see a little bit there, but he could have just not really noticed it because it's pretty small.
Well, they've been ragdogging Code for like the whole time.
I did think it'd be ridiculous to have not noticed it after all these years anyway, but
I was about to say it'll be kind of crazy if he didn't. Now you can go down to the part he pulls Damon out, but yeah, he's walking up shrinking stuff. And wait, Cold's hood comes off. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he does. He pulls up the hood to do it, which I don't know why he does that, but
Easy pulls off the hood. Kawaki is looking right at him. Doesn't shrink that claw mark.
I don't know if he
just
can shrink this one. It might be attached to like him, so it's like organic material.
I don't think so because Kawaki shrunk the one on Shikamaru's neck or the villager's neck in chapter 1 of Two Blue Vortex. So I think he should be able to.
And for all we know, that claw mark is just another claw mark. It's not. We know Code is enhanced cybernetically, right, or whatever. So this is not organic. That's not like life matter. Code has he should have Shibai cells. Yeah, Shibai cells. And he should be a scientific ninja tool enhanced too. So yeah, it's just it wouldn't make sense for him not be able to shrink that.
Well, the claw mark on Shikamaru's neck could be on him, whereas Code's could be in him. It's like the adamantium chains. It wraps around Kurama, but it comes from inside of Kushina.
Oh, brother.
Exactly.
So, getting away from the whole mindset of the ninja thing, my thing about this scene is less about all that jargon. It's more so just that Code recognized Bug, Boruto recognized Sasuke and Hidari. Yep. Sarada's a character who, after not seeing Sasuke for like 10 years, and her only memories of him being like standing behind him as a 3-year-old child, instantly recognized Sasuke. Of all the characters to see some resemblance of Sasuke and Hidari, I feel like Sarada should be that person, or otherwise to be in clear denial of it. Konohamaru's putting two together. Okay, this is Sasuke's chakra. You're not Sasuke at the very least. What's your connection? Sarada's reactions in the later chapter, it just comes across as though she just isn't putting any of the pieces together. It's not that she's I don't care if she comes to the conclusion. It just her being surprised about Konohamaru asking all these things. It just feels like she's not even considering a Sasuke connection. That's just how it feels to me. I would have liked to have seen her to be the one to notice the Sasuke in him.
She's already established the connection with Sasuke. Konohamaru does not know that he was absorbed by it. I'm glad he has this pulled up on the screen, right? This is the purpose of putting this panel right here. This is showing something that only Sarada knows. The chakra is a match, it's Uchiha Sasuke, right? That Sarada isn't saying that gets told to her, right? Or that's basically the inner monologue. Cool, right? So she knows that it's his chakra. She then thinks back. Master was absorbed by the Ten Tails. So knows it's his chakra, but since he was absorbed by the Ten Tails, it can't be him. Then says, what's going on? Who is it that's come to Konoha? Konohamaru asks, what y'all say? He asks, what's your affiliation with Sasuke? The reason why that question, I guess to me, is just so stupid is who attacks a village and someone just asks them like, oh, what's your affiliation to this guy? And they just start yapping about like their connection to the guy and their evil intentions. That seems like a question you just shouldn't ask, right? It's kind of a question you're not going to get an answer for. And for someone who's going through all of this stress and who's having all of this confusion in their head, her asking that question would just be like filler. It would be just trying to fill up the manga page. Could you go to the actual chapter?
For me, it's the fact that she was surprised by Konohamaru asking, as if she hadn't considered it. That's just...
to me, we can. I don't know if I'm remembering this right, but to me, the surprise was the fact that he would even ask something like that. Because I mean, I know people don't like. It's shown in Boruto, people don't really respect him like that. And cool, they know he was a war criminal or some shit. You gotta start using manga, brother.
I'll try.
These websites are crazy.
Or you can find this on Viz right now. You do realize that.
Yeah.
You realize Viz is literally the worst way to read the chapter. I don't want to hear it.
Chapter 11 is the one you want.
Yeah, chapter 11. This website doesn't even have chapter 11.
Oh my god.
Yeah, just go to manga, brother. Just manga SEE 123. 123. Well, you can just type in Boruto when you get there. Yeah. There you go. That has Viz translations and all, I'm pretty sure.
Well, the Viz translations, I don't know if
they're not that
great.
crazy, but yeah, there you go. Go down a little bit. Go to wait, do long trip. Click long trip.
Okay.
Yeah. Way you can just scroll down.
Where does he?
Hold up. It says, oh, wait, up. He actually just not up. No, down. You scroll fast as hell.
Dude, you were
okay. Slow down. It's about to be a little after this. Hold up. Start right there. That's a fatal wound. You must be in pain. If you answer truthfully, I'll ease your suffering. She asked the same thing. Who are you? Why can't you use the door? Okay, now go down. Keep going down. Slowly, by the way. Keep going down slowly. Because you be scrolling quick. You got them fingers.
Just go to the dialogue part.
Yeah, go
but
to
you should
the
already
dialogue.
know why. It's because of the affiliation with Sasuke.
Well, no, just because you're affiliated doesn't mean you use jutsu. Those eyes of yours, Jura told me they're shining on, aren't they? Right? And now she's pondering what he just said. Go down more. Jura, see, she's getting new information, piecing it together. Chidori, is that what the attack? Is that what the attack I used called? I wonder why it's so hard to control. But it seems he never said, "What is up with these guys?" See, she's gaining more information and literally pondering it in front of our faces. What is your connection to Sasuke Uchiha? Something she already asked. He never answered your questions.
Well, she never asked that. Well,
she did up top.
Well, then why is she surprised? Like, if she was thinking the same question, why would she be surprised that Konohamaru would think it too?
No, you talk about the exclamation point.
The exclamation point, it's like a startle. So like she's looking back, like
sweating,
surprised. Like in this case,
no, wait, where is she surprised Konohamaru was asking it? I'm confused.
The exclamation point.
The exclamation points. That's not her being surprised he's asking it. That's just
actually, this is kind of random. But speaking of Mello from the other day, Oodie, look at the sweat bead on everyone's cheek.
Yeah, but this isn't her being surprised at him asking that, or the fact that he asked that question, like in the sense that he's finally asking somebody didn't ask. This is a surprise that he just said he never answered your questions and just asked the same question again. This isn't a surprise in saying, I didn't ask that, or why are you asking that? It's just that you just said the same thing as me. He's not gonna answer your question either. Because
at least he asked a different question at the very least. He said, "Who are you?" Or rather, "What's your connection to Sasuke?" And then she has the exclamation point.
Yeah, because like Sarada's whole thing, she was told Sasuke is
basically what Sarada already said.
I wouldn't say, it's impossible that it's Sasuke. It could. That's the last option on my mind because it's been X. She has contradicting information.
Boruto said it was impossible, but if the nigga's trapped in a tree, he can't also have regrown the arm, got a Rinnegan, and turned evil.
Well, but she
like
doesn't.
That it's pretty much impossible.
She doesn't know that till she gets there. First of all, but like from her perspective, maybe he got out.
What?
Doesn't
know which one.
Sasuke.
Boruto told him she was in a tree.
Yes, and I'm saying maybe Sarada, because how is he in here in Konoha if he's in a tree? Well, maybe he escaped the tree and is back in Konoha. Maybe he came back.
That just requires far more logical leaps than just this is a person we don't know of. Let's figure it out.
My biggest thing is I feel like she should have seen resemblance in Sasuke. That's my big thing.
But that's the part that I love the most. Because now I can clown on Kamui. It doesn't look like Sasuke.
She can see it resembles, but what does seeing it resemble Sasuke do? She knows it's not.
Well,
that's like if
doesn't think it resembles Sasuke.
Let me put this. No, I'm just talking from Kamui's perspective because he says it looks like Sasuke, right? Let me ask you something, Kamui, right? Let's say me and you are chilling, right? Let's say we're chilling, we're just chilling at a party or something. I see someone walk up and throw you in this room and lock the door, right? I see with my own eyes. People tell me, "Oh yeah, you're right. He just got locked in the door." Someone walks up, looks exactly like you with a hood on. I wouldn't say, "Oh, that's Kamui." I'm already knowing you're locked in a room, so I'm going to say, who the hell is this? Because I just saw you get locked in that room. Regardless of him looking like you, I know that he's not you. That's a fact. And
Okay, so this, okay, I'm glad you said that because I agree with what you're saying.
I don't.
My thing is, then she should be in denial. She should think it. I just feel like she should be thinking, I don't care if you look like Sasuke, you're not him or something. I don't know. Like,
Wait,
she recognized Sasuke without even like knowing what he looks like.
But what's the significance in saying you're not Sasuke, rather than trying to figure out who you are? That seems like it just takes up space.
I would just like to see her like internally thinking and struggling in some manner instead of just saying "Who are you?" over and over. Oh, it's just what I think.
I mean, I guess we'll probably see that in the coming chapters, but I guess me personally, I'm not a sucker for overdoing obvious. Well, overdoing what I think is something obvious. Like if I think I can draw a conclusion for something already, that's my issue from flashbacks or long flashbacks that Naruto had. Right? If I think I can draw a conclusion with something, someone telling me something happening and me seeing a couple panels, or me just getting the idea from a bunch of thoughts that I just combine together is enough for me. I don't need her to internally be saying, "Oh, well, I know it's not you. I know it's not you." In my opinion, she's too old for it. Right? She's what, 15. She's seen she basically dealt with the most traumatic day damn near ever during the omnipotence, where whole world turned on Boruto. Her dad had to leave her. Naruto was pronounced dead. She dealt with a high stress situation there, and still was able to come up with the idea of Sasuke protecting Boruto, and it worked out. Her just randomly not being able to perform like that, the minimum like that at all, is just kind of crazy. It's been 3 years. I don't know.
So
that's just me though.
Let me fix your party lock in the closet analogy, because it was disanalogous. Okay, you're gonna love this. Okay, so because you were relying on first person information here, let me change it up for you. So you go to a party and your friend, who you haven't seen in multiple years, tells you that at some point in time Kamui got locked in a closet. Then, an hour later, after you were told that, you are then told by someone else that Kamui is in the room next door, and then you go check the room next door, and it's Kamui with a hood on. Your first thought isn't, but my friend that I saw several years ago told me an hour ago that Kamui was locked in the closet. This can't be Kamui.
That's not her relationship with Boruto. Just is some friend she hasn't seen in 3 years.
I mean,
Boruto tells her that she's that.
No. In this case, the friend you haven't seen in 3 years is. Oh wait, hold on. I forgot your analogy. Never mind.
But okay, what would make this analogy analogous, right? Is we got to get rid of the part where you said some random time Kamui like the lock, because Boruto says and just outright implies he is still in that room.
No,
okay? He doesn't say he was just randomly locked in a room and we don't know. Boruto says Master's trapped in a tree. He don't say Master was trapped in a tree a while ago. No, he said Master is trapped in a tree.
He does say he's going to save Sasuke.
He's in a tree.
Well, okay. That's like if
he does also say he has to save. So he wait.
Yeah, go ahead.
He just outright says that this is a current event. Whereas in your analogy, it happened some unquantifiable time ago that you can't confirm, and he can possibly be out now. On top of that, Boruto is someone who she's been constantly fighting for in the Hokage's office against Shikamaru and against Kawaki for 3 years straight, who she's in love with. That amplifies the level of trust and the objectivity of someone's word past just a friend 3 years ago. So that's just to kind of make your analogy kind of analogous.
Okay, so the reason...
But you can continue.
Okay, yeah, I'll continue. So with the analogy, when you come up to me to be like, bro, this is crazy, I just saw Kamui get locked in a room, you aren't in front of that room, neither am I. We can no longer confirm in the present moment whether or not Kamui's still in the room. He was locked in the room in the past. Neither of us are there to confirm if he's still locked in the room. I agree with Kamui that she should be in denial. The number one news that she should be wanting, wishing for, she should be ecstatic to hear that Sasuke's in the village, because, oh my god, he got out? How? I want to go see him. I want to go figure out how. Like, Her first thought when she sees him should be,
What?
Papa, how did you get out of the tree? Let's free everyone else.
No one,
is that you?
no one, yeah, no one has the optimism to think that, oh, randomly tables have turned, life is back. No, Boruto's back. My father's out of a tree. Who's that optimistic when a village is getting attacked? She knows these two people are attacking. She knows they're not nice. That was stated by Shikamaru. There would be no reason to say to a clear enemy, oh, how did you get out of the tree? Papa, that's you. No. That's already killed by Shikamaru saying they are enemies and that they killed people already.
Hidari, and that they already, didn't kill anyone.
And that they're chasing.
I think Papa, what happened to you would be a better way of wording it, because that would also indicate
the problem though is omnipotence happened. To the village, Sasuke is an enemy, not to Sarada.
No. They killed people. No, it's not just his enemy.
Not
they killed people and they are hunting Himawari. That's not what they say. They say there's enemies and there's bodies. They never specified Jura. That's never once specified. It's two people entered the leaf. One is Sasuke. They killed people and they're chasing Himawari. Never once do they say, well, one of them is doing all of this and the other one's just chilling.
Yeah,
they already know Sasuke came with Jura. They never once say that. We already know Sasuke came with Jura. They know Sasuke came with Jura. If you're traveling with a nigga who just attacked the village, killed 5 people, and is chasing a 12-year-old girl down the Leaf Village, we're gonna say you're evil, buddy. Like, you're evil. She shouldn't treat them.
First of all, obviously, this chapter proves that she doesn't know who Sasuke is with. She doesn't know who Jura is in any regard, shape, fashion, form at all.
No, she doesn't know who is. She doesn't know what his name is. She knows there's 2 individuals.
Exactly. So she doesn't know at all who Sasuke is here with. Just someone.
Yeah, that doesn't. It doesn't matter to the knowledge. She just knows they are evil. It doesn't matter that she knows his name.
She knows that the village's perspective is that they're evil. As far as she knows, this is one of Sasuke's allies.
No. It's not perspective. They killed people and are chasing Himawari. This is not something to where, oh, I think they're evil, or he says they're evil. We have proof they are murderers, and they're chasing a little girl down a village. Does Shikamaru not tell them go save Himawari?
That's not proof. That's evidence.
Oh, brother.
No, but hear me out though. Boruto and Sasuke both from chapter 1, from chapter 79, have had a kill on sight order placed on their heads.
Yeah, hold up. Wait, cool. You're misunderstanding. I understand where y'all are coming from.
Also, Boruto clearly comes warning of like a darker future. He's clearly like eyes focused vision on the future, not even worrying about code, worrying about whatever is coming later that Sarada doesn't have information about. So it's likely that if Sasuke is killing someone, it's for the greater good, either in self-defense or because he's trying to complete some objective, and they're getting in the way.
What?
Nah, you're going.
That is reasonable.
We can move on from this. We can move on to something else.
That was funny. I have to go in a bit, but yeah, because it's getting kind of late. I gotta wake up early. But that was funny though. I can't lie, that was funny. Right. But I do understand where y'all are coming from. I just personally think like my way makes more sense. It's probably just the way I look at narrative in general. I don't really. I think y'all are types, which is fair, who like more. What is it? I guess more emphasis and explanation on shit. Right, which is cool, like the flashback style type of storytelling, or maybe the more inner monologue type of storytelling. But nah, I'm more of a, if you can say as little as possible and I connect the dots, I'm perfectly fine with that.
So don't tell. But again, I think like I like it because now I get to make fun of Kamui because they don't look like they're people.
Well,
he doesn't canonically look like Sasuke.
Oodie, the problem is he does look like Sasuke to Boruto, and Bug looks like Bug to Cub.
That doesn't mean they look
inconsistent in that regard.
No, that doesn't mean they look
saying
like
he doesn't look like okay.
They could be deducing it in any other way.
He doesn't look identical. He doesn't look identical to Sasuke, but I think looks
there's resemblance
enough. Yeah, he looks enough.
They could be deducing it in any which way.
Yeah, but but it's kind of like balancing on that scale to where he looks enough like him, but he also looks different enough for someone to make the argument that he does it, which is whatever.
I think he looks
Whichever
enough
way.
like him to notice the resemblance, but looks enough different to know it's not literally him.
No, it's not
Yeah,
the resemblance.
that's also a good way to put it.
No, I don't think it's a
But I
resemblance.
also understand Oodie's point of view.
Exactly.
bro. I
Code
can't
isn't
lie. I
like
also
Bug. What happened to you? No, he's like Bug. He's questioning